we're back with comedian Dave Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So I'm ramping up the gigging now. It's about 5 months out from Canada and the US, so gotta start fucking getting the reps in. I've just been doing enough to keep myself sort of like fucking going. A little bit of new material here and there, but it's time to put the fucking pedal to the metal. So I did a gig last night and I'm about 3 months away from fucking getting into full match fitness. I've got to do a full camp, like a fucking UFC fighter. I've got to do a 12-week camp, get some jokes in, get the flow happening, the new stuff. It's so fucked because unless you're mixing new stuff with old stuff like constantly, the old stuff by itself just gets stale for some reason. I think it's just the way you deliver it, but it doesn't have the same life as like the new stuff. So you got to mix in some new with some old. Last night, I was like, oh, I'm just going to do this 10 minutes of old shit that I haven't said in a while. It should have its own little pop. I've given it a rest for a little while. Now it's coming back. And it popped for the first bit, for the first like 4 or 5 minutes. And then there was a slump in the middle. I was like, I need to put some fucking new twangs on this shit. It was still fine, but there's improvement that fucking needs to take place, that's for sure. The other problem is I've got all these fucking new bits that are going to fit into an hour really well. But when you fucking try them in like 5-10 minute spots, they probably don't have enough pop to get me through. But in the middle of a set, they're fucking poppy. Like joke placement is a fucking problem too. But if I can get them poppy in the 5-10 minute sets, then they're just going to get better there. It's a whole fucking thing. It's such a cruel craft, comedy. It's so retarded. You put in all this time and effort, you torture yourself, you fucking die a million deaths for this fucking material that even if it's the best shit you can possibly do, once you record it and you put it out into the world, it fucking ages quick. There's like 6 comedy specials that haven't aged badly out of the 4 billion that have fucking been made. But I was thinking about it. Live performance in the not too distant future is going to be one of the only places where you can have some sort of connection to reality. Because nothing you see on the TV or your computer or your phone is going to be verifiably real anymore. With AI, it's just going to be exponentially more and more fucking realistic. And eventually it's going to be very difficult to differentiate reality from fucking virtual reality. So to get some sort of dose of reality, people are going to have to unplug and go to live shows. So it's probably worth the investment in time and energy to get good at the craft. So you have the live performance thing. I think that's going to be very valuable into the future. Because even now, anything digital can just be fucking whipped up in a second. I saw this fucking YouTube video. It was a couple of Indian dudes, Indian comedians. They were fucking around with AI tools. And they got Eminem or Slim Shady or Marshall Mathers, his voice. Well, they did ChatGPT and they said, write a rap song as though you were Eminem about whatever the fuck it was. I can't remember. So ChatGPT wrote the fucking rap song. Then they got some sort of fucking beat off some AI music generator. And then they put the rap into an AI voice converter to make it sound like Eminem. And they put it all together. And I swear to God, it was one of Slim Shady's best fucking songs ever. It was great. And I was like, Jesus Christ, these fucking Indian dudes whipped that up in a minute and a half. It was a fucking minute and a half YouTube short. So now you can't even trust the music that you listen to online is written by the person they say it's written by. It's already happening. So I can tell you this now. If you come out to my shows, you're going to get an authentic experience because there's a fucking high possibility I'm going to bomb hard. That's going to be the new fucking sought after experience. Just watching someone just fucking eat shit on stage and die. And people will be wincing, but they'll be like, that's real. I can tell that's real. The sweat fucking coming off his forehead, you can't simulate that. The way he went red after that silence and fucking mumbled some shit, AI can't fucking generate that. You got to be in the room witnessing that. Anyway, got another gig tonight. Want to test out a joke about eating rats in the apocalypse. That should be fun. Relatable. Anyway, that'll fucking do it for today. The Patreon podcast is out. Go check that out if you're on the Patreon. Sign up to the Patreon. And if you haven't, give the podcast a share around for us. And I'll see you the fuck later.